Yo, still bills, what's the deal, man? Peep fucking game. Peep fucking game. We're gonna have us a nice little conversation, man. I gotta talk to the brethren. I got to talk to the brethren. I do. I think I said it before, man. I love this whole woke movement. I can't front, man. I'm never gonna be a nigga to downplay somebody trying to gain a certain knowledge of self, man, and elevating your level of thinking and your consciousness and all that. I love it because I'm on that path. I love it. I really do. I love it. I absolutely adore it, man. I don't give a fuck if it is information that you're getting from, you know, social media and I don't care where you get the information from. If that information leads you cracking open a book, doing some sort of significant work in your community, getting familiar with the local, you know, Afrocentric bookstore owners, I'm all for it. If that information leads you to greener pastures. But let me be very clear on something, man. You are not woke just because you believe Deontay Wilder got cheated. That isn't, that ain't the move at all, man. I was on Facebook last night, man, and there was a dude who turned out to, I don't know, I ain't gonna call him a coon, but he did do some, you know, he did say some goofy shit after the fact. I did agree with his post about, oh man, he said something along the lines of people believe Deontay Wilder was cheated because he got beat in Black History Month, and I said that before. That's not even an opinion, that's a fact. That is a fact of the highest order. So I most definitely agreed with that. I don't see how anybody can dispute that. A lot of, you know, niggas feel slighted because he got crashed on Black History Month by the white boy. And it isn't the fact that he got pointed, he got eviscerated by this man. So it's a very uncomfortable narrative that, you know, just doesn't sit right in the, you know, subconscious of black people. So they've created any and every narrative to try to make it comfortable. And the level of comfort that they come to is he cheated. Despite Tyson's history past, he has a past, most definitely, but you can't ignore the coach being in there with him while he was getting his hands wrapped. If he was to cheat, the white man is culpable that you kept while you chastised and fired and, you know, fired the black man and drug his name through the mud. Different story though. But yeah, man, that's not the move, my nigga. Like, you're not at this elevated level of consciousness because you think Wilder got cheated. I've even seen people say we gotta stay on code. I'm like, what is codified about this? Let me explain something to y'all. A code is a code of conduct. We're supposed to move in a sense of righteousness. We're righteous people. We're the original people of this planet. We move in a sense of righteousness, virtue. We come from a Kemetic culture, man. Y'all don't know about the Ma'at. You dig? The 42 negative confessions of Ma'at. It's a certain truth that we walk in. That is our culture. That is who we are as a divine people. Wilder getting his ass beat is not necessary. That's just not it. He got beat. He got beat. He got beat. Even with his arbitration, it's not for cheating. It was for a breach of contract that he just so happened to win. He didn't get cheated. He still hasn't substantiated any of the claims that he made. He didn't get cheated though. And even with that being said, it's I don't like y'all just really keep trying to turn this nigga into an Ali, and he is not that. And it pisses me off. Like, at a point in time, I was like, yo, I fuck with the brother just because of what he's doing. Just I can respect any man who's just really, really proud of his African heritage. I respect that. Anybody who's not shaming Africa, anybody who's proud, I'm part Nigerian. I love that. I think that shit is balling. I love it. You dig? I love to see these dark, these dark-skinned, richly melanated brothers and sisters walking around with a sense of pride in their deep melanated skin. I love that. That shit is beautiful to me, man. You got to think about the stigmatism that came with with darker skin for centuries. The fact that they're embracing that and honing that is a beautiful thing. He was one of them. That shit is dope. But one thing that I do not like is, the revolution will be televised. It's not a revolution. He's taking these talking points in which black people have created as a means to, uplift their people. We're in a struggle. We're at war as a people. Politically, socially, economically, on all fronts, spiritually, we're at war. From the little bit of shit you see on your TV to them teaching sexual education to kindergartners and LGBT history and all that shit, man, that shit is warfare. That's warfare. That's a war. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury is not a revolution of any sort. Y'all are really trying to turn this man into this supreme being who was cheated, and that's just not what he is. That's not what he is. He's not an Ali. I'm sorry. He is not even remotely close to Ali. It's shit crazy with these niggas, man. I was watching a podcast that Nuke from the IBFP did, and they're really him, them my niggas, you dig? I fucks with them, man, but they don't like you to conflate racism with boxing. It's like how football players didn't want, they was uncomfortable with Colin Kaepernick taking that knee. It's like, we're dominant in the sport, so you can't necessarily disregard the racism that we experience to this present day in the sport. You can't do that, but some people just don't, nah, man, keep it boxing, which is understandable. I'm not one of them niggas. If I see it, I'm gonna call it. But I'm not seeing it with him. But the thing, the point is, he drops the link when he does his lives. He'll drop a link in the comment section and let you come in and speak your piece. And it was this black dude who got in there. I think I said it before. He got in there with his hood on and just came into the live and didn't say shit. In his mind, this is me making a symbolic stance and standing on behalf of my brother. And you know why he did that? Because he had nothing substantial to say about what happened with him and Fury. Nothing. All he sees is, my brother got cheated. I'm standing in solidarity with my brother. And that's just not the case, my nigga. He came in there, he didn't even say nothing. He just had his hood on and was making the black fist and nodding his head and all that and had his feet like, man, come on, bro. Like, y'all are really dragging this shit, man. I love it, but I hate it at the same damn time, because after this, it's not going to lead to nothing. After this, you'll get all of your information pertaining to you as a black man from the Young Turks and from Tim Wise and from all these other white motherfuckers who feed off of black misery. You'll still watch the DJ Vlad interview. Dig? I'm in the motherfucking I'm on that same page, and I'm like, you not on code because you believe Wilder got cheated. Didn't you're not on code if you think Wilder got cheated, and you're not woke because you think he got cheated. You know what I'm saying? And it led to some bitch ass nigga kind of really disrespecting my wife. I had no choice but to laugh at it. There's nothing I can do. He didn't even have he had a PlayStation 5 picture for his profile, so it was nothing I can do about that. But he did. Even if he had a picture, it's like, I ain't tripping off that. I ain't tripping off of that. I mean, I would like to see him in person so we can have a face-to-face interaction, but it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta take that shit on the chin from these internet ass niggas, and that's what he is, an internet ass nigga. I'm just like, at the end of the day, man, if we like I said it before, these same niggas who berate Wilder will drag Anthony Joshua and Dillian White through the mud. So it's like, you can't, now I'm seeing people put a different definition on what a brother is, man. Like, no, if If you are genetically attached to me, not necessarily bloodline, like blood-related relos, but just we're from the same genetic stock of people. You are my brother. I don't give a fuck where you come from. They wouldn't say that, oh man, that ain't no brother, he from Jamaica. No, you wouldn't say that. Jamaica just, Jamaicans, we have a somewhat of a similar type of steez to us. We like they get down. The niggas over there in Britain, they talk with a more affluent type of tone in their speech. They sound like white folks to us, you dig? So over there, oh man, them ain't brothers, despite the fact that, despite their melanated skin. It's just, it's just the picking and choosing, and I'm like, y'all niggas just real life some bozos with it, man. So that's my thing, man. It's just getting to a point where it's ridiculous, man. I don't like the revolution will be televised. I don't like that. I do not like that. You gotta think what a revolution is, man. Like, there will be no economic and political gains after Wilder and Fury fight. Nothing substantial will come to our people, our community, after Wilder and Fury fight. God forbid Wilder loses. These niggas is gonna kill themselves. So don't talk about a revolution, man. Like, I don't think people, shit has gotten so watered down nowadays. It's like y'all couldn't imagine living in a turbulent time like the 60s. From the 60s on back to where Jim Crow was at his height and motherfucking the country is on fire. Not what happened with George Floyd. Not so much that, because I don't even think that was on the level of what happened in the with the riots and with the Watts riots. Even here in Omaha, Nebraska, what happened in the 60s with, was the elder Vivian getting shot in the Vietnam projects by the cracker pig. Fuck Jimmy Wilson. That's bloody right there. That's revolution. That's like, we ain't taking the bullshit no more. I'm tired of seeing no niggas allowed on these white establishments, these white restaurants, and y'all can't allow us to walk into your clubs. If we perform in your clubs, the niggas who are going to entertain the crowd got to go in through the back door. I don't need nobody seeing you walking your black ass in my, in my establishment. Like, what the fuck? I'm bringing money to y'all, and you gonna disrespect me? Like, nah, bro, hell no. That's revolution, you dig? When when it's like, I ain't taking this shit no more. I'm gonna burn that establishment the fuck down. Hip hop is a revolutionary act to the fucking to the system. That's a revolutionary act. Cause look at all the monetary gains and benefits we could have capitalized on had we allowed ourselves to not let certain motherfuckers infiltrate. That's a revolutionary response to the fucking system. Not no Fury versus Deontay Wilder. That is not a revolutionary response. And because you dudes are so politically immature and don't crack open a book or anything, you think this is activism to some sort of degree. This is you being for the people. This is you, putting in work. This is you educating yourself. This is what y'all real life think. This is what y'all think. Because Wilder is about to fight Fury for the third time. This is equivalent to having proper political representation. This is equivalent to, thousands of black businesses within a city getting grants to upstart their businesses. This is equivalent to that with y'all. Because y'all are so politically immature on this shit. This is equivalent to it. You'll take this. You love it. This is it. This is it. This is you being for the people. It's not, my nigga. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's not. This is not quintessential to that. I don't know what it is that you cats think, bro, but no, my nigga, no. You can't sit here and tell me that Wilder versus Fury is revolution. What Nat Turner did was revolution. That's revolution. Revolution is what somebody has to be murdered in revolution. And when that body gets caught, it's you moving towards a certain goal, a certain perspective in what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Like, this shit is just feel good shit to y'all, man. No, it's no extensive study with a lot of you cats. There's no sense of study. It's nothing. It's simply Wilder fighting Tyson Fury again. That's equivalent to economic gain. That's equivalent to y'all. And y'all are comfortable with that. Y'all are comfortable with that, man. It's cool to want to see a black man in a prosperous position. It's cool to want to see a black man succeed. It's all that's cool. It's fine and dandy. Like, I don't have no issues with that. I take no issues with that whatsoever. It's a beautiful thing. But when you sit here and you just, you know, just the oh my God, it's just, I'm losing the fucking proper words to even speak on the shit in, because it's just like, y'all dudes is just, it's dumb. It's simply dumb as fuck. Because y'all are not politically astute. I'm not politically astute. I'm not. I have a lot to learn. A whole lot to learn. A whole lot to learn. But I've done plenty of study. I've studied our great scholars, our warrior scholars. I have. And I still do. Because I ain't nowhere near where I want to be as far as me taking on this ideology. You know, and I have a lot to learn. And I'm cool with that. Knowledge is infinite. But it does not start and stop at a boxing match. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's just really, I keep going back to this very vague sense of nationalism that these cats have, you know, these cats have come to. It's a very vague sense of nationalism. Very vague. Very vague. You did, like, just where black excellence to y'all is just simply being black. Like, y'all are in a position to where, like, all right, peep game. Half of these cats are basketball fans. I know for a fact they are. I know for a fact they are. I know. When Steph Curry came up short against LeBron James after being up 3-1, I know for a fact they drug that nigga through the mud. They drug him through the mud. When LeBron James came up short his first year in Miami against the Mavs, they drug him through the mud. Why? Because as great as you are not living up to expectation. Why is it that these niggas can come into a boxing space through Young Pharaoh, and just them being black and a champion is enough? Never mind the fact how they got the belt and what they're doing with the belt. Being black and holding a strap is enough. Like, that's enough to these niggas. That's enough to, that's your war in a fight with a Canelo Alvarez. You ain't gotta do nothing extra. You don't have to. All you gotta do is just be black and have a belt. And it's like, nigga, no. What top names are you beating? Yeah, you got title defenses, but against who? Who'd you take the belt from? That's what I'm talking about. Like, we're just like, nigga, they just pick and choose, man. They pick and choose. And a lot, you know, these dudes really, they don't know shit. They know nothing. They're just overly happy with being black and being a champion. Like, that's enough for them. They're content with that. Be black, be a champion. Oh, the brother right there, the brother. You know nothing about nothing. And you're only here from a young Pharaoh video that went viral. Now, Fury cheated, most definitely, man. Man, by all means, get rid of that nigga. But there's been nothing substantial that has come with any of these claims. That nigga said he had proof. We have yet to see that proof. I'm still waiting on the proof. And these brothers, you know, I don't get it with y'all, man. This niggas talking about be codified. We got to stay on code. Like, fam, this is not a code. It's not. Like, that shit, it feels good to say. It feels good to say, man, but what code, my nigga? Are we really gonna upkeep code? We gonna do that? Cause staying on code ain't. You want to be codified? Don't weaponize your vote. Anybody who has been on, following a lot of these motherfuckers, as far as the politically astute cats who know they have a very solid understanding of politics, they've been talking about weaponizing your vote. There's no reason why Joe Biden should have become president as easily as he did. Weaponize your vote. Why are we getting nothing in return when we're putting these motherfuckers in political positions of power? That's being codified. Not saying Wilder got robbed in a fight when he didn't. No evidence is pointed to the fact that he got robbed. That's being codified. Weaponizing your vote. Don't just go up in there and, vote for the first motherfucker who want to pander to black people. And then as soon as that nigga gets in office, he completely disrespects us, makes all these motherfucking anti-racial laws and shit like that have nothing to do with that. We're not committing Asian hate crimes. We ain't killed no Asians. And a lot of them motherfuckers who allegedly done beat up them Asians are crisis actors, allegedly. Let's talk about let's get codified. If we gonna really be about this shit, don't come over here talking about we gotta be on code because Wilder got crashed by the white boy. That's not it. That's not it. In boxing, white boys is crashing these niggas. It happens. It happens. I need people to really wake up, man. And if you're gonna be about some sort of empowerment, man, let's be about it. Let's be about it. You are not some sort of buck dancing Sambo because you think Wilder didn't get robbed. And you're not for the cause just because you think he did get robbed. That's not what we doing. Don't talk to me about no motherfucking codified. That isn't a code. That's just a nigga who got crashed. And you just, even with him, just the overt theatrics that he does, your king will rise from the ashes like a phoenix. And niggas really felt that shit. I'm like, y'all really dragging this king shit, bro. Like, niggas is groveling and throwing roses at this nigga's feet and shit. And it's like, bro, no, that is just. I call my brothers king. I do. Peace, king. What's up, king? I do that. That does sound better than what's good, my nigga. It's more uplifting and it has a different vibe. The energy to it is just like, yo, like it feels good to be able to say that to another brother. Everything ain't gotta be nigga shit. But in the process, like, it's just, man, you niggas gotta stop, man. Like, yeah, you niggas. I gotta stop with this goofy shit, man. That nigga didn't get, you not codified because you fucking. You dudes is a trip, man. A code. I've really seen some niggas say that. A code. We gotta stay codified. It's just not codified. What black grassroots organizations are you donating to? Not no NAACP shit. Get with your local community activists and see what it is you're donating to. See what's all right. Cool. Let's put some money into this because this has the possibility to do something for us economically and politically. That's codified. Wilder getting beat the fuck up is not code. That's not a code. If we gonna be about this, this brotherhood, let's be about it. Don't berate Joshua because you a Wilder fan. Don't talk that bullshit, Dillian White shit. That nigga suck because he clapping at Wilder. Stop being dumb, y'all niggas is doofuses. Jesus Christ, man. Read a book. Read a book. After you've gained all of that knowledge of self through YouTube scholarship, take your ass to your local bookstore, African American bookstore, get a book and dive into it and do some extensive study. And then holler at me, because a lot of these niggas who's talking greasy to me they can't fuck with me in a dialogue when it comes to the plight of our people. And he had choice words for my wife because of who she is. She's Mexican and Guatemalan. And I'm open to the criticism because I should be with a black woman. But I came into this ideology long after I had met my wife. There's nothing I'm willing to do about that at all. I'm gonna just have to take that to my grave. I am. My bad. There's nothing I'm willing to do about that. So here we are. All I can do is what I can do. So I'm willing. I'm susceptible to that type of criticism. I can't be mad, and I don't get mad at people for doing that. But when it gets to a point where it's disrespect towards my wife, and I can't never see him, so that's where it's like, all right, my nigga, okay. God forbid I ever run into you, cause man. So that's what I'm on, man. That's how I'm feeling, man. Let me know if I'm on to something, man. Like and subscribe, man. Peace.